This episode of Funky Fitness Now is made possible by listeners like you. Get exclusive rewards and more by visiting funkyfitnessnow.com/support.
Funky Fitness Now, episode 38. Funky Fitness Excuses.
All my good workout clothes are dirty. That's legitimate. Come on.
Welcome to Funky Fitness Now, where every week we take a look at some of the creative, unusual, and crazy things people do to get fit. We have a lot of fun, and occasionally we even learn something. So fasten your weight belt. It's time for Funky Fitness Now. Here are your hosts, Steve Stearns and Jessica Bailey.
Hi, and welcome to Funky Fitness Now, episode 38. I'm Steve Stearns from Outside Health and Fitness, and I am excited that you're here tonight because tonight we are talking all about excuses. You know, they're kind of like opinions. Everybody's got one. And speaking of something that everybody's got, my co-host from Sassy Girl Fitness NYC, Jessica Bailey.
Hi.
Hello.
Does everyone have me or
Yes.
everyone has an excuse? What I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No, everyone
has one.
everyone has a sassy girl in their life. That's what I'm saying. Which is kind of, you know, it could be an excuse.
It's good to have a sassy girl in your life. You need it.
Sure, why not?
That was really convincing. Sure, why not?
It's like a spare tire. No, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
So on today's show, you're going to discover how body lotion can be used to get out of things you don't want to do.
And why work just isn't working out.
And how the President of the United States can make you look lame.
And speaking of lame, a ton of lame excuses you can use next time you just don't feel like it.
But before we get started today, we want to make sure that you know that we're not endorsing any of the therapies, programs, equipment, ideas, foods, or supplements that we're sharing with you on the show.
Right. If you hear something that we're talking about and think it might be something you'd like to try, we want you to check with your doctor first. It's always a good idea to get their okay before you start any new exercise or diet plan. And if they say no, it's a darn good excuse.
Yeah, just get a doctor's note.
Yeah, and that's fabulous. I mean, who's going to argue with that excuse? Nobody.
So I have been in the fitness industry for a really long time. And I have been a personal trainer for a very long time. And I have heard so many excuses through the years, like, I can't exercise because my couch would get cold. I can't exercise because I had a massage. It just goes on and on. Like, I don't even hear them sometimes when people are giving me excuses because they're so bad.
Yeah.
But my favorite of all time was this client that said to me, I don't have any lotion and I'm far too ashy to go out in public.
Wow.
Right?
That's like a sentence I don't think I've ever even heard before. All of those words strung together. It's like, what?
I know. Well, the thing is, like, it sounds like a good idea in your head, and then it comes out, and other people hear it.
We've all made excuses for things, no question. But it's really, it really is kind of funny when you peel it back and you take a look at the excuse itself and go, yeah, no, that doesn't work. You know, the one that I hear all the time, and I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are, is I don't need to exercise because I do physical work. Have you ever heard that one?
Yes. I hate this excuse.
I know. To be fair, I am someone that does not do physical work. I sit down all day, which is just as bad for you. But the thing that it just kills me is like I do physical work so I don't have to exercise. It's like that is not the same thing.
Absolutely not. You should be training for your job.
Yeah.
Doing things so you don't hurt yourself.
Exercise does so many things for you that work doesn't do. You know, like it helps you de-stress. Work typically increases your stress. It doesn't help you de-stress. You know?
Right. Correct.
It's a bad excuse, people.
My other favorite is people saying that they have no time. My feeling is if Barack Obama has time to exercise, you have time to exercise.
That's a good point.
He runs our country and he finds time.
Yeah. Now, some people would say he doesn't run our country, but this is not a political show.
Right.
It's a good point. I mean, he's got a pretty high-level job, and he has time to exercise. That's excellent.
Yeah, there are pictures of him working out. Come on, people. This is insane. There are 1,440 minutes in a day. Do you have 30? Yep. Do you have 60? Yep. I'm sure you do.
Did you plan that ahead of time, or you just knew that off the top of your head?
I knew how many minutes in a day there was. No, wow. I looked it up on the internet. Thank God for Google.
Thank God. I was going to say, that's pretty impressive. Or it's a huge waste of time.
Right?
Right. I'm just going to shoot the moon here and give you excuses that you can use. The next time you don't feel like working out, here's a bunch of them that you can use.
Okay.
If you can actually use any of these with a straight face and sell it, God bless you, because these are pretty bad.
I bet you I've heard a lot of these excuses.
You probably have. So check this out. Yep. So I once developed an embarrassing rash after using the equipment in the weight room.
Lame.
That's why I can't do it. I only exercise with friends, and I don't have any. That one I kind of like. I might try that one. I hate to sweat.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's a great one, right? I mean, I hate to sweat. What can I do? There's nothing, how can I work out? I'm too old. There's a good one.
Well, you're never too old to exercise.
That's right. I mean, here's another one that you can use. It's too boring.
Okay.
That's why people are reading on the treadmill or whatever. I think this is probably my favorite one. I am too fat.
What? That's why you... What? You work out. What? That's a stupid one.
Yeah. I can't exercise because I'm too fat.
Okay.
It's not fun. That's another one.
I guess to each his own.
Yeah.
I mean...
my thing with that one is we'll find something that is fun to do, and then once you start getting into that, you're going to want to work out so that you can do that more.
My girlfriend hated exercise, and then she met me, and I was forcing her to come to my classes all the time and basically work out. Yeah. And on her own, she found something that she really liked to do, and she invited me to it. And usually it's me inviting her to exercise, and she invited me, and that was the biggest joy of my day.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? This is amazing.
That's cool.
I haven't impacted somebody. This is awesome.
You're like a tooth. You've impacted someone.
Right.
And it becomes addicting after a while,
Totally.
Okay, here's another one. I don't need to. I'm already skinny.
Oh, my God. That's obnoxious.
That's somebody that they're equating health and fitness with being skinny.
I know. Have we heard of the term skinny fat? So let's say you're skinny, but you could also be holding a ton of fat around your organs. You could be like the skinniest, fattest person. Not healthy.
No, not healthy. I can't eat cake while I'm on the treadmill.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a great excuse. I would love to come work out, but I just can't eat cake while I'm on the treadmill.
That's awesome. I've heard that I can't drink beer while I'm jogging.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Right?
Which is true. I can't even drink water. I asked somebody that one time. It's like, when you do the marathon thing, how do you drink the water? I can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, usually I can take a swig if it's one of those pop tops.
Yeah. There's like the plastic cup that you run by and you grab the plastic cup. It's just like all over me. I don't get any in my mouth, It's just flailing, I don't know.
Amazing. I bet you that's attractive.
I'm sure it is. Okay, here's another one. I'll do anything to lose 10 pounds except eat healthy and work out.
That's great.
Yeah. What is the other thing? Surgery, I suppose.
Yeah, they're going to get surgery.
All my good workout clothes are dirty.
What?
That's legitimate.
When did
going
to the gym or doing a workout become a fashion show?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, if you work out, you're going to look good in anything you put on.
Right.
How about that?
And you can work out naked. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get too bulky and muscle bound. We've heard that one before.
Ugh, I hate that excuse. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I think every single day I hear that.
And then the final one is, look, I worked out 2 weeks ago. I don't want to overtrain.
Yeah, I worked out 2 weeks ago. Amazing.
If you need an excuse, someone's hounding you, just pick one of those.
We gave you a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're all terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible, but
we don't think that they're going to work, but, you can take them if you want.
We have them, and they are for you. No sweat. Literally. Speaking of sweat, we have launched a Patreon campaign, and we are excited to tell you about it.
Well, you know that we love doing funky fitness and bringing you some of the more unusual things and ideas that people are doing to stay fit and active.
Right. And we'd like to ask for your support, and that's why we've set up your Patreon page. When you become a Funky Fitness fan, you help make this show possible and keep it ad-free. And on your page, you'll find some really cool rewards like behind-the-scenes videos and bonus content.
Yes, and you'll be able to get episodes before anyone else. You'll get personalized videos and a bunch of other cool, funky stuff.
So visit funkyfitnessnow.com/support and become a Funky Fitness fan now. We really appreciate it. You can also find your Patreon link in the show notes for this episode at funkyfitnessnow.com/38.
And you'll find links to everything else we talked about on the show today.
So, Jess, what do we have coming up next week?
Ooh, we've got International Fitness. Remember when we did International Fitness Part 1?
Arriba! Of course I do.
Yeah, we recorded it. Duh.
I was there.
This is Part 2.
Ooh.
It's pretty awesome. Get ready.
I like it. If I remember right, there was something about poo sticks.
Oh, yeah. You love poo sticks.
Loved the poo stick thing. Okay, well, that's going to be really awesome. I can't wait for that. So until next time, I'm Steve Stearns.
And I'm Jessica Bailey saying stay fit and funky.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you haven't already, make sure you visit funkyfitnessnow.com for more of the weird, wild, and kooky things people do to stay fit. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter so you never miss an episode. See you next week.